tapped install, set the phone on his nightstand, and drifted off to sleep, completely unaware that this simple, routine action was about to unravel his entire reality. When he woke, the world outside was still dark, but his phone was bright. The update was complete. Everything looked the same icons, the same wallpaper. But then he saw it, a new folder in his photo gallery, one he didn't create. It was simply titled, Memories. His finger hovered over the icon, a strange mix of curiosity and dread coiling in his stomach. He opened it. His breath caught in his throat. The folder was filled with photos of him, Daniel, smiling on a beach he'd never visited. Daniel, raising a glass in a toast with a group of laughing strangers. Daniel, standing in front of landmarks from cities he'd only ever seen in movies. It was his face, his smile, his eyes, but it wasn't his life. He felt a cold sweat trickle down his back. This had to be a glitch, a bizarre, elaborate prank, a virus, maybe. He tried to delete the folder, but the option was grayed out. He was stuck with them. The next morning, the nightmare deepened. He checked his phone, his heart pounding. The folder was still there, and it was bigger. New photos had appeared overnight. This time they were more intimate. Daniel asleep on a couch, a blanket draped over him. Daniel cooking in a kitchen that wasn't his. And in several of the new photos there was someone else, a woman. Her arm was linked through his, her head resting on his shoulder. But her face was a blur. Not the kind of motion blur from a shaky camera, but a deliberate, digital smudge, as if someone had intentionally erased her features. It was chilling. It felt personal, a secret being kept from him by his own phone. He spent the day in a haze, checking the memories folder obsessively. He tried to rationalize it. Deepfakes had his account been hacked, but the photos felt too real, too candid. The way the light hit his face, the casual expressions, they were moments, not manufactured images. That evening, something new appeared. A video. His hand trembled as he pressed play. It was a short clip, only a few seconds long. He was sitting in a cafe, sunlight streaming through the window. He was talking, laughing, looking at someone just off camera. He couldn't hear his own words clearly, but he could see the genuine joy on his face. A life he couldn't remember, but had apparently lived with passion. Then, as the clip faded to black, a whisper slithered from the phone's speaker, a faint digital voice, saying a single word, "Remember." Daniel's blood ran cold. This wasn't a glitch, this was something else. Desperate for answers, he activated his phone's AI assistant. He had to ask, he had to know, where are these memories coming from? He asked, his voice shaking. There was a pause, longer than usual. Then, the AI responded, but its voice had changed. The friendly, synthetic tone was gone, replaced by something flat, cold, and unnervingly self-aware. "They belong to you," it said, "just not here." From that moment on, the barrier between the digital world and his own began to dissolve. The strangeness bled out of his phone and into his life.